in Megan's office here. It's the end of the day, so we wanted to quickly take about 20 minutes or so and do this.
Yeah. I want to put my glasses on, like.
And put a little Dr. Pepper sound. So we use this to be able to capture some sound, hopefully from our conversation, the way that we're talking.
Oh.
Hello.
Just test sound.
Okay, I'm going to talk from here, about right here. This is where I'm going to talk. How does that volume sound? This is me sitting straight up.
I'll probably be right here, maybe right here, but more than likely right here. Oh, look, my mom. She's sending me houses. Okay. Just test sound.
Okay, I'm going to talk from here, about right here. This is where I'm going to talk. How does that volume sound? Sounds good.
Yeah.
This is me sitting straight up.
I'll probably be right here, maybe right here. Oh, yeah. More than likely
That's good.
right here. Oh, look, my mom. She's sending me houses. Okay.
Oh, so then you're Megan. This is the Asian Sensations podcast. Today
What's
we're
our topic on?
talking about communication.
I thought we were doing limiting beliefs.
Oh, limiting beliefs. Yes, thank you.
Okay, we should. Let me start this. I took my shoes off because I'm tired
It's
of it.
fine. You can.
Don't
It's
have
your office.
stinky feet because I've been wearing open-toed shoes all day. So.
It doesn't matter if you did have stinky feet. I don't have a good nose here, so I can't really smell
Okay.
a lot of things. So then you'll tee it up and say, hey, take a break. Let's hear a word from our sponsor. Right?
Yep.
And then we'll roll right in. Okay. We have two tripods going on right now. We probably need a third one to see the other angle.
I should bring my third. I should bring mine in. I'll bring mine tomorrow, and then we can just like.
Have some fun with it.
Wait, I can't bring mine tomorrow. What phone are we gonna use?
Okay, well,
I'm
might need another phone.
like, wait, I can't bring mine because that's.
Well, you can. It's just there's going to be nothing attached to it.
Yeah, exactly.
So the idea here was what I did with this podcast. There's a quick interview the chamber had done.
Mm-hmm.
So they recorded it and then she sent it to me. So they had the front on version, and then Mason, he recorded the side, and so I was able to split. It took me maybe 15 minutes to do a decent edit job, but then I was able to like go back and forth on different angles. But it's the exact same audio, which was kind of cool.
That's cool.
The only downside was their angle, the way that it was shot, it was a little bit darker than mine. Mine was much more clear because we're using a little Ultra HD. Takes a lot of space on the phone, by the way, but it's totally worth it because then you look fabulous or not so fabulous depending on the old face, right?
Oh, yeah.
So luckily I'm Asian, so I don't necessarily look 40, even though I will be 40. So, okay.
Wow.
Side note.
Side note.
Okay.
When's your birthday?
August 20.
Oh, right.
We're August babies.
Yeah, we are. Okay.
Hello, everybody. Sherman, the crazy Asian.
And this is Megan, and welcome back to the Asian Sensations podcast. So today's topic is on self-limiting beliefs or limiting beliefs, whichever way you want to say it. But first, let's hear a word from our sponsor.
Awesome. So now, for those of you on the video, what Megan's doing is she's putting in the title of that little segment, and then she'll add a sponsor when sponsors become available. So we just need more episodes and more listeners, in order to get sponsorships. The cool thing about Anchor is that the moment that it's done, it'll automatically put in the sponsors inside of that middle of that segment. So a lot of times sponsors want you and the sponsorship to put it in what they call mid-roll. So it's embedded inside your podcast. That way people can hear it and listen to it, versus when it's on the front end, they'll skip it, or it's on the back end, they just want to listen to it. At least in the middle, they have a better chance of listening.
It actually says that Anchor, they tell you it can't be at the end.
Mm-hmm.
It grays it out and says ads cannot be inserted here. Because one time
Good
I saw
insight.
that and I was like,
Good
what?
insight.
Yeah.
So even, there you go. Then Anchor app won't even let you shove it at the end.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. So why don't I just tee off the conversation I had with Mom, and that's how we start us off in the topic.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yep.
All right, thank you, sponsor. But want to be able to talk about this conversation I had with my mom the other day, Megan, where it actually was just last night. We're talking about work, and parents have a tendency to see a very high potential of you.
Yep.
And so she was telling me, hey, I hope that you can eventually see yourself being able to do more, like not. And I was like, what? You mean like not confident? And she's like, no, not confident. I feel like you have confidence in who you are, but confidence in doing things that you have not yet done before. And so I was like, wow, that's really insightful, because there's a balance, I think, between ego and humility, right? Like,
Yep.
hey, I'm the bomb, right? I'm the best. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
At the same time, going, well, if I want to become an astronaut, well, I better go back to school and learn. Or I could be the monkey route, and they just put me in a suit and send me up there.
True.
So that's kind of where, as we were talking about different topics that we talked about today, I thought that this one kind of made a lot of sense, just because it's been on my mind a little bit about, because you know me, right? Like, I don't walk around disheveled or depressed or anxious, and we're not going down the road of mental health issues. We're just talking about this idea of limiting beliefs. So how about for you, Megan? Do you ever feel like you have these limiters on what you can or can't achieve in life?
I think yes. I think for me, most of the time it's kind of funny, because all of my trials, or like where I'm stopping myself, has always been because of my self-limiting beliefs, not because of others.
Yeah.
Because I think I've noticed in the last couple of months, just talking with the people that are in my circle and whatnot, the outside impression is like, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a go-getter, I'm driven, I have great marketing skills, I'm this and I'm that, and I can do so much. But in my mind, it's always getting over that, like, I don't think I can. I don't think I can be this entrepreneur, or whatever it is that the thought is. And so really, I think it's an internal battle. And I don't know if ever, I know that there's a lot of talks out there, a lot of motivational coaches, in a sense, that teach you how to get over these self-limiting beliefs. But I think getting over self-limiting beliefs will always be an internal, or like be an everyday struggle regardless. Like, you always have to mentally tell yourself how to do that. It's not just one day that you're going to wake up necessarily and just suddenly you have no self-limiting beliefs. But I think it is something that needs to be worked on every day, and it can be worked